Lancaster County has its own Headless Horseman legend. The story unfolds northeast of Columbia in the mid-1800s. As early as 1830, this area had become an industrial center as the land was rich in iron and other valuable ores. As a result, several mining operations employing large quantities of men sprung up, and the aptly named town of Ironville was born. Now, this tragic tale begins, as so many stories, with an unfortunate ending do. At a bar. It was a crisp fall evening, much like tonight, and the local tavern was filling with the usual suspects after a hard day's work. All were merry within the walls of the warm inn as the patrons downed their mugs of beer. However, one particular laborer had promised his wife that he would, for once, be home by midnight. But as the clock ticked ever closer to 12, the already inebriated man, having again lost track of time, ordered yet another round. At the very least, the hapless man would be wearing a coat of liquid protection to guard against his wife's verbal assault should he again be late. At 11:54 p.m., a friend realized the time and alerted the laborer to the late hour. "You'll never make it home by midnight," the man said. Gulping down his final swallow, the laborer slammed down his mug and proclaimed, "I'll be in Columbia by the stroke of midnight, or I'll be in hell." The man staggered out the doorway, mentally preparing himself for the ride of a lifetime down Ironville Pike. His horse, too, sensed the seriousness of the situation and danced on the dry leaves as his master mounted. In a moment, the man and the horse galloped away down the dark road. As he sped off, the laborer yelled once more, "I'll be in Columbia by midnight, or I'll be in hell." Despite the cold night's air stinging the man's eyes and the wind screaming past his ears, he urged his horse to go even faster. About a mile from the tavern, there's a slight bend in the road. It was here that the horse raced towards an unseen, low-hanging tree branch. In an instant, the man's race to Columbia abruptly ended. The next day, the decapitated body of the rider was found near his dead horse, although his head was never located. Through the years, residents along Ironville Pike claimed to hear the pounding hoofbeats of a horse in the minutes before the midnight hour. Still others insist that on cold autumn nights to have actually seen a headless rider galloping towards Columbia in those final moments before the stroke of 12.